This is a Fortnite boat vehicle. It is a working, moving boat, but it is a very small boat. This year we got prop movers in Fortnite Creative mode. So I built a bigger boat that uses prop movers to move north, south, east, and west. I can go north. I can stop by hitting other props. I can go south. I can go very far. I can stop on command. I can go east. And I can go west. All the props and devices composing the boat have a north-south and east-west prop mover. All the prop movers are disabled at game start. If I press the north and south button, the east and west prop movers are immediately disabled. The north and south prop movers are enabled 1 second later, and all the prop movers stop moving another second later. If I press the east and west button, the same process happens going from north and south disabled to east and west disabled, and then stop. If I press the stop button, all the prop movers stop. If I press the advance button, all the north and south prop movers go north, and all the east and west prop movers go east. If I press the reverse button, the same thing happens, but south and west. I want to make this group of props and devices a working, moving boat. So we've got a player spawn point for, say, a team that this boat belongs to, start button, stop button, fuel button, and north or south and east or west switches. The trick here is that all of the north and south prop movers will be identical even in their channels, and all of the east and west prop movers will also be identical even by channels. So I can configure one of each and then duplicate each of them as many times as needed. Every prop mover in the boat should start when this button is pressed and stop when this button is pressed. I can simply go in here into the settings of the prop movers and say channel 20 for start and 21 for stop. All of the prop movers should enable when this button is pressed and disable after a timer has run down that starts when this button is pressed. Start timer on 22, and on success 23. Enable on 22, disable on 23. The north-south switch will transmit on 24 when turned on and 25 when turned off. North-south prop mover will advance on channel 24 and reverse on channel 25. And then we repeat a similar pattern for the east and west devices. Now to test this configuration, we need to copy and paste these onto every device and prop in the boat. We do not need to put prop movers on the timer because that doesn't need to actually travel with the boat. Interesting problem I've just run into. These switches can't seem to have prop movers on them. Okay, so what I can do is make these buttons, which can be prop movered, toggle the state of these switches. That way the system still works. It just is less direct of a transmission. Now these prop movers are placed all over this thing. So first thing I'm going to test is to make sure that the prop movers are enabled and disabled correctly. So if I press start, there's our first problem. Yeah, so some of these prop movers were not disabled at game start. Now I can test again. So I'm going to check and see once more whether this all can move before I've enabled the devices. And there's still a little problem with that. And then I had to go back to the lobby and come back in to fix those red spheres things, so ready to test again. So let's test this again. Interesting. Okay, got the disabled at game start thing going correctly. Now let's see if we can... Whoa. Interesting. So the problem there was just that some of the prop movers didn't have the channels filled in. So that's taken care of now. So let's test this. That works. That does not work. Okay, so I fixed the problem with props not moving, which was just because I hadn't set all of these prop movers to continue on prop collision behavior. That's supposed to be the case for all of these except these two at the bottom, and then these two at the bottom transmit when they stop to make all the others stop. But now I have a problem with props, one set of props trying to move one direction and another set of props trying to move another direction. I think I can fix that by having the act of toggling these switches disable one of these directions of prop movers. So I'm going to try that. So I fixed that problem. Just basically whenever one of these buttons is pressed, one set of prop movers will enable and the other will disable, so that prevents conflicting movement. Now there seems to be a problem with stopping and starting, and it's not quite moving after you've tried to change direction, so I'm going to look at that. That's the end of this video, but I plan to make more on this topic and continue working on this project, get it working a lot better. Thank you for watching.